What's up guys, and welcome to my FIFA 17 Real Madrid predictions. First up, we've got the goalkeeper Navas. I've taken up 2 ratings from 82 to 84. I've also boosted his diving, reflexes and handling. This guy's basically become a top world class keeper. He's the first choice at Real Madrid. I don't think they're even going after De Gea anymore. So yeah, he definitely deserved an 84 rating. I think that's quite a fair rating for this guy. Next up, we've got Carvajal, the right back spot. Taking it up from an 82 to an 83. He actually got a winter upgrade last season. Took him up to an 82 from an 81. I've put him up to an 83. I think this is quite an overall rounded, really decent card. He's got great defending, great passing, and a fair bit of pace. I'd say he's certainly in the top fullbacks in the world, so I've given him an 83 rating. First centre back is Pepe, one of the world's best centre backs. He was the best centre back at the Euros in my opinion. Absolute god at the back, so good in defence, quite a lot of decent pacing for how old he is now. He's got a great pass in him. I've actually bumped his passing, pace, defence and physicality up a little bit. He was an 83, I put him to an 85. I think 83 is really underrated for this guy. He is still a world class centre back, so I've given him a rating to match. Next, we've got the ever controversial Sergio Ramos. This guy is phenomenal. Similar to Pepe, to be fair, but I've kept him an 87 because his last season was a little bit quiet. Yeah, he did win the Champions League, but for his country, he wasn't anything special, and in the league, he wasn't that great. Also got a few injuries, so I'm keeping him at the exact same rating, really, no stats changes here. Next, we have the Brazilian left back, Marcelo. I've taken him up to an 85 from an 83. In my opinion, should have a lot better passing. I've slightly taken his defence up by just 1, increased his pace a bit because he's got quite a lot of acceleration. He's not got a great top speed, but his passing is actually really, really decent. He's out of position a lot though, so that's why his defence probably can't get much higher than it is because his positioning is awful. His shooting could arguably be put up a bit because this guy loves to have a shot now and again. Yeah, and that's the defensive lineup planned out here. We've got Navas going up 2, Carvajal 1, Pepe 2, Ramos staying the same, and Marcelo up 2. The first of the midfield, we've got Toni Kroos. I've taken him to an 88 up from an 87 because let's not forget that he nearly won the Euros with his country, got to the final, and he was certainly Real Madrid, I'd say top 3, top 4 best players last season. He's the best youth centre mid in the world right now, I'd say. He's about 25 years old. I've certainly taken his pace up. Last year his pace was 56, which is just a complete injustice. This guy has got a bit of speed about him. I know he's sort of like that like deep sitting midfielder that's like lingers around the midfield, but he certainly deserves 65 pace in my opinion. Taking his defending up a little bit because he's got quite a good standing tackle on him. His passing up to 89 and his shot stays at 81. I've taken his physical up just 1 to 70 because I feel like he's actually quite good at acting the ball. Now this is maybe a bit controversial, but I've gone with Casemiro in the next midfielder position. I feel that since James Rodriguez has been taken out the team, which I hope he actually comes back into the team or gets sold on to like a Prem team or something, because he's so decent. But yeah, I've put Casemiro in, but this guy has absolutely shone through Real Madrid and Brazil last season. He gets a goal now and again. He's a great CDM with his tackling. His passing is pretty phenomenal. I've actually also taken his pace up a little bit because similar to Kroos, I think it was a bit unfair, 67 pace, so I've taken him up to 73. Increased his passing by 6. And yeah, he's gone from a 77 to a 79 for me. I've also increased his defence a bit because he is a CDM and he's great in that position. Now this man here, I was a bit undecided. He was an 87 last year. I've taken him up to 88. I'm not sure, but he might say an 87 because 87 is still a world-class midfielder. But the fact that I've taken Kroos up, I felt like I had to take Modric up because his Euros was incredible as well. And last season, he was amazing at Real Madrid. His passing range is phenomenal. It has to be top in the world, this guy. He can make a pass from any distance, any angle. His dribbling is phenomenal. He can even get back and defend a little bit. And he has a shot now and again. His shooting isn't great, but he does take a fair few shots, which counts for something. And he's a lot faster than Kroos, so that is a bit of a benefit. So yeah, I've taken this guy up by 1 rating. Now, on to the front three. This is where it gets very interesting. And as you can see, I've taken Bale up straight away from an 87 to an 89. I've increased his shooting by 2, passing by 2, dribbling by 1, and kept all the other stats the same because he's already lightning fast. His physicality is fair, I'd say, but this guy's free kicks, like if Ronaldo is still on free kicks at Real Madrid after this summer, then that is a disgrace, because this man's free kicks are world class. He can shoot from anywhere, as he's shown for Wales. He had a pretty decent season last year at Real Madrid as well, so this guy has to lock down that right wing position at Real Madrid next year. Literally, this guy can be a one-man team if he wanted to, but obviously with the world-class players at Real Madrid, he'll be supporting other players as well. Now we've got the also controversial Benzema after his sex tape scandal. Not appearing at the Euros, which I don't know if that is going to hinder him. I don't know what FIFA is going to view of him in that way. But yeah, I've taken him at 1 because he actually had an all-time top goal scoring season for him at Real Madrid last year. I think he scored about 24 goals in the league, which is really impressive. I mean, he could play at any club in the world, really. I've taken his shooting up a bit because his finishing is really decent, as I've just said. Also increased his dribbling a little bit, but yeah, he might just get onto that 87 rating, but he could stay the same, I'm not sure. Now here's the man we've been waiting to see. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Won the Euros, won the Champions League. This guy, 84 at least. He has to be on par with Messi. There's nobody can doubt that now. Whether he's a better player or not than Messi, it really doesn't matter. Messi had a rubbish last season in comparison to Ronaldo, I'm sorry to say. This guy is what it's all about right now. I've increased his shooting, I've increased his passing, I've kept his dribbling the same, but this guy's physicality I have boosted up to 82. It could even go higher. This guy physically is an absolute god. He can jump the highest I have ever seen anybody jump. This guy should be at the freaking Olympics doing the long jump, because this guy can jump so high. It's high jump, I should have said. But yeah, 84 rated, has to be at least on par with Messi, unless Messi gets downgraded to 93, which I don't see, as FIFA has always been a bumming Messi. So yeah, I've put him up to an 84 rated. And that is the Real Madrid team with my predictions. Hope you've enjoyed. Comment your opinions below, and like and subscribe, and have a good day.